G.I. Joe fans, Joe Motion Videos 82 here. It is time for another G.I. Joe toy review, and the votes are in. This was pretty close. There was a lot of love that was given out for Cobra Commander and Dr. Link Talbot. I personally love those two characters. There's a great backstory that goes behind Dr. Talbot. He originally was not a Joe, but I will tell that story when I review those figures. But High Tech and Dr. Mindbender did win the vote. There was a recount again, and a recount, and a recount, and a recount, and a certain individual just kicked and screamed until we got another recount, and he still didn't accept it, so we did another recount. And finally, during the recount, he was knocking down the bedroom door, and we got another recount still, and we still had High Tech and Dr. Mindbender. So anyway, these two figures are really cool. I didn't know about High Tech at all until I had purchased these said action figures, and he is actually a pretty cool action figure. I like this one quite a bit. He kind of reminds me of Sci-Fi, or not Sci-Fi, but good old what's his name? I'll never forget him. But anyway, he was never mind. He was their G.I. Joe psychological warfare technician. Excuse me, hiccups. So anyway, these two were released in 2004. As a part of the VALOR versus VENOM line. These were a 2-pack. High Tech was released as part of the 20th series of G.I. Joe. He did come carded with Dr. Mindbender, as you guys know. This is Mindbender version 5 as a part of the VALOR versus VENOM line. This figure was released in late 2003. So the card back will read 2003, but is considered a part of 2004 because that was his actual release date by Hasbro. The package also included a comic book and a product catalog and instructions. So we'll take a look at that as when we open it. This guy came with a bunch of accessories, which are pretty cool. It doesn't say what the original retail price on this guy is, but fortunately we have a price tag on the card, and Big Lots sold him for a whopping $6. Can you believe that? $6 for 2 action figures. I love it. But will we get them for $6 nowadays? We'll find out later in Byron's gripes. So as we're talking, I will go ahead and type that into eBay right now. G.I. Joe 2004 High Tech. So that way he is ready for Byron's gripes. And I'll go ahead and set the tablet right up there. So let's get the old scalpel ready. Pretty fitting for Dr. Mindbender. And let's rip this bad boy open and see what these guys have to bring us, huh? This will be great. This is going to be fun. So here they are one last time in the package. To be truthful, the recount was really easy. You know, there were just a handful of you guys that voted. Never mind the dust on this, because we are going to just slice right into it. So go ahead and insert the scalpel blade right on in. Oh, dug right into the cardboard too. Didn't quite want to do that. So we'll just withdraw. Oh, I see it's going behind into the display. Okay, I see what's going on here. So we'll just cut right along the top here, because there's kind of like a little backdrop there that it was kind of biting into. The corners are always a little tough. Yeah, if you haven't seen the VALOR versus Venom cartoon, it is available on YouTube for free. So go ahead and take a look at that. It's pretty neat. Go ahead and put the plastic sheath right back over. Take a look at the card back here. See all the Joes that were available. Of course, there's Snake Eyes and Duke, Scarlet, Sand Scorpion, Cobra Commander. I like the black version of Cobra Commander on this one. The Cobra Vipers were actually pretty cool. Razor Claw was awesome. Not real keen on this version of the Storm. On Storm Shadow, this Alley Viper was so-so. You know, nothing to write home about, but, you know, Alley Viper, he's, you know, it's an Alley Viper. What could I say? You know, I was going to say you can never go wrong with an Alley Viper, but yeah, you can. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this up here. Pop the action figures out on the tray. So let's go ahead and take a look at Mindbender here, since he seems to be the anxious one to come out. So he looks like a doctor this time. Yeah, wearing this kind of a light gray lab coat, black gloves, dark gray pants, black boots, Cobra sigil there on his pocket, wearing glasses this time, no monocle, has that very nice Fu Manchu mustache. I like the way they did the detailing on his face, painted his eyeballs correctly, black eyebrows, nice bald head. He does have a black belt wrapping around his lab coat, red buttons, and he does have a maroon shirt underneath. Shoulder joints are kind of loose. During this time period, 03, 04, you had these huge shoulder joints on these guys. And these were O-ring figures still, which was pretty cool. As you could see, they had the T-bar in there still and the screw in the back. Very cool figures. This is a really nice version of Mindbender. I do like this one quite a bit. He is pretty awesome. Everything is taped in here. So he did come with a pair of matching pistols. both of these, judging by the front, these look like desert eagles, but from the profile, these look more like either a 45 or a 9mm, done up in this nice silver plastic, and they are identical. So he came with those two, and can I get the tape off of these? Or will I'll just get the good old scalpel out here. Hold on. And he came with two, looks like test tubes to me. But there's this little computer here, and that's telling me that possibly could go to high tech, but maybe Dr. Mindbender, because I'm seeing something here on the side that would show that the tubes fit right into here, into this folding laptop. So quite possibly this is Mindbender's laptop. Very nice detail on that keyboard. Has a blue screen on it, and it does fold up. Very nice feature. This is something we really wouldn't have seen in the 80s. I really like this. I would have totally geeked out on this in the 80s had they had produced something like this. This would have been great. Just look at the, get that into view, the keyboard detail. That is definitely, it definitely looks like a computer keyboard, and I'm sure it's the right number of keys on there. So this could be, this I'm pretty sure is Mindbender's keyboard. I need to put the test tubes on there to analyze them. So I'll just set that off to the side with Mindbender's stuff. Now, pulling high tech off the tray. He just does not want to come out. Real cool figure. Look at that guy. Very serious look on his face. Blonde hair. The paint, I don't know if that's showing up on screen, but they didn't do a very good job with the paint on there. They could have definitely touched up the paint a little bit more because the color of the plastic is showing through, especially right here. But he is wearing a one-sided headset with an earpiece and a microphone. He has blue eyes, blonde hair, blonde eyebrows, a lot of gadgets on him. He has pouches on his left arm, some more down on his lower left arm. He has these metal gauntlets here on his wrist, elbow pads, more pouches here on his chest, some technical hardware here on this shoulder, another pouch on that chest, more pouches on his arms, another gauntlet, and the harness goes around his back, pouches on his web belt. All of this is done up in brown plastic. Blue pants, or done up in brown paint, I should say. Brown pouch on each leg. blue pouches here and here. Those could have been colored in, but that would have kind of thrown off the paint scheme there. So I'm glad they didn't paint those in. G.I. Joe logo right there, painted on his leg, on his greaves or shin guards. Pretty cool. Painted on knee pad there. He has more pouches there on his boots. Pretty cool. Wading through water, that's a good way of getting your equipment wet. Oh man, his head does not want to turn. Oh, there it is, loosened it up some. His head does not want to move up and down. He too is an O-ring figure. Swivel arm battle grip. Shoulders are pretty movable. Knees bend. I really do love this figure. This guy is awesome. Very nice. Definitely a high-tech figure. The computer geek of G.I. Joe. He is great. He comes with a Bowie knife, a little bit of a serrated back there, nice little hand grip on the handle. Submachine gun. If I could get that to come into focus, there you go. Looks like it has a collapsible stock. This doesn't look like anything from, there you go, dropping it, from anything from the real world. But very cool nonetheless. I like that one. Not my favorite, but it is pretty nice. Not really sure what this thing is. I've seen this on other figures from the toy line, but we'll see what the instructions have to say. It's rubberized, and it looks like it could hold different objects. So we'll see what the instructions have to say. Then he comes with this huge okay, here's the base for it. Let me pop that out. And this, make sure that's empty. 86 that. Let's get rid of the card back for a moment. Where did the base go? Oh, everything just flopped on the floor. Okay, this huge Gatling gun. So what you'll do is, see where it has that ball joint, or the ball, and this little thing, snap that right on there. I don't know what this weather vane does, but doesn't that look like something that came off the water moccasin? So we'll have to see what that is. This is a missile launcher too. So the missile just slots right in there. Kind of a salute to HCC here. Set up Dr. Mindbender. Yep, it works. Shot down Dr. Mindbender. Don't know where the weather vane type instrument goes, but we'll have to take a look at that. There is a foot peg here, and High-tech could stand right on there. And operate his gun. That is very nice. I like that quite a bit. Let's go ahead and open up the instructions here. You're supposed to... This is how I did things as a kid. I would just put it together and look at the instructions last. So here's the instruction sheet. Okay, so that little rubberized thing goes on his wrist. So it shows that it snaps on his wrist. Oh, it goes the other way. And his knife, where does it show the knife going? Knife goes in here. And the gun goes in there. Okay, if they say so. All right. Oh, and the weather vane thing. That pops right onto the side here. So it's a radar dish. This has to be the coolest accessory I've ever seen on an action figure. From as far as accessories go, since 1983, when Scrap Iron version 1 came out. Yeah, his Scrap Iron, he had such a cool accessory, that rocket launcher. I wanted him so bad because of that, outside of Scrap Iron being a really cool action figure alone. But look at that. You have a play set on top of an action figure. And then you have poor old Dr. Mindbender that comes with a laptop and 2 pistols. You know, that's pretty sad. No, Mindbender got the short end of the stick on that one. So let's go ahead and read their file cards here. Dr. Mindbender, Cobra Master of Mind Control. You notice that you have these kind of set up as an ID card with a magnetic strip. File name unknown, primary military specialty unknown, secondary military specialty unknown, birthplace unknown. That has changed over the years. The originator of Cobra mind control programs, that's what he used to be. Dr. Mindbender turned his evil genius towards the creation of genetically altered superhuman warriors, so that would be his military specialty. Perfecting venom that adheres to DNA of the Earth's most ferocious and dangerous animals to human DNA. That's where Link Talbot comes into place. The resulting hybrids are faster, stronger, and more resistant to pain than normal human Cobra troopers. They require less maintenance and don't seem to mind that they are being paid. Dr. Mindbender was once a kindly orthodontist who, in his quest to relieve dental pain through mind control, tested his brainwave scanner on himself it was turned into a malevolent maniac with defiant antisocial tendencies. In Cobra Commander, he found a perfect patron who shares his evil views and his unlimited funds to finance his wildest and most unnatural experiments. Venom is my crowning achievement. It smells like victory through microbiology. Now let's go ahead and read about High Tech. High Tech, file name, Lewinsky David P., grade E4. He's a specialist. Serial number 7460 KJ or KLJL. Primary military specialty, armament research and design. Secondary military specialty, telecommunications. Birthplace, St. Paul, Minnesota. Although he is most likely to be wielding a soldering gun, the one thing that shoots bullets, High Tech can be depended on to pitch during a real fight by taking control of a number of complex technological weapons systems used by the G.I. Joe team as they battle nefarious forces of Cobra. A good-natured soul who can't bring himself to say no. High Tech spends most of his off-duty time repairing personal vehicles of the Joe teammates, fixing their TVs, stereo systems, and troubleshooting their PCs and laptops. He doesn't mind it a bit. He says it's all good practice for when a key piece of weapon systems fails during a real fight. His latest work involves developing technology that can remove the animal hybridization venom that has been developed by Dr. Mindbender to create more powerful and dangerous Cobra troops. Quote here is, "If it isn't alive or art, I can fix it." So High Tech, he's kind of the replacement for Psych Out in a way. He's not really the psychological trooper that Psych Out was, but sounds to be like a all-in-all good guy, for the Joe team, just the nice guy that everybody counts on. They're worth 4 points, 4 battle points. But this is a pretty cool little combination here. Thanks, guys, for this vote. We will get to Talbot and Dr. Mindbender. There was also a vote for Dusty and some other Joes. I do have a few of those, and I will get to those as well. So thank you for adding those in with the vote. I will certainly grant everybody's wish. I will not forget about you guys. There was also a vote for Destro's Despoiler. I did get the point, the part N for the Despoiler. I was missing the chin gun. There are 2 versions of that one. There's a gold one and one that is bronze. So I finally got the chin gun in for the gold one. So we will be reviewing that one, so we could talk about the difference between those two. And this one arrived in the mail as well. This is an Action Force from 1983. Cannot remember his name right off. He's not complete. He's missing his helmet and backpack. But as you could see, the 5-point articulation on these guys, just like from the one that I did a spotlight on. So pretty cool action figure. Just one of the few Action Force figures that I do have. So I just thought I would throw him in there too. He kind of goes along with high tech. He's a space age fella as well. So thank you guys very much for that. So let's go ahead and continue the show. Alrighty, so if you guys have stuck with me this long, thank you so very much for that. I really do appreciate you sticking with me all of this time. It really does help with my viewer hours. YouTube sends me an algorithm update once a week. I know a lot of people are talking about the algorithm. YouTube is being a little more forthright about sharing that with creators. It shows up on YouTube Play, or I can't remember the app that we have to use, the video editor or whatnot. It tells us how we're doing as far as subscriptions, and it gives us a graph of our views and all that. So anytime you hit the like button, that really does help spread the news on our videos. It shows us a demographic of new viewers, returning viewers, viewers who are watching that have not subscribed, are subscribing viewers, watch time hours, and all of that. So it does help for you guys to stick with us through these videos. So I do thank you very much for you guys that have stuck with me through this point. So if you're new to this channel, thank you very much for stopping by. Please do me a big favor. Just reach over. It's absolutely free. Hit that subscribe button. You burn maybe 1/1000th of a calorie to do that. And don't forget to tap that like button and hit the bell for notifications for upcoming reviews. If you like horror, I have a host that reviews horror, and he also will read horror stories as well. He pops up once in a while to do that for you guys. He has one more horror comic book, which was a pop-up book. He's going to read it from a distance so you guys could actually see the pop-up a lot better. He wasn't sure how that worked, so he does apologize. He is out what he calls grocery shopping right now. So anyway, so if you're new to this channel, I do this segment. It's called Byron's Gripes, where I get on eBay and I look at the prices of the Joes that I reviewed, and I talk about the prices, and I complain about them if they are way too high, which most of them are. And if they are good, I call it deal of the day. This is all based on my opinion on what I think is a good deal or what is a bad deal. I found this helpful when I was getting into collecting, or back into collecting full time, and I was wondering what is a decent price to pay. Let me put my glasses on so I could see you guys better. What was a good price to pay for an action figure? And HCC, being the kind person that he is, helped me out and said, yeah, this is a good price, this is a bad price, wait, or whatever. So I decided to incorporate that into this show to give you guys an idea of what to expect when shopping on eBay. I don't do this to pick on eBay. I don't pick on the sellers. I pick on the prices. There are very many other sites out there that do sell vintage G.I. Joe. Yojo.com sells them. Brian's Toys. Big Bad Toy Store. None of these sites endorse me. I'm just shouting them out to give you an idea who sells vintage G.I. Joe. So there are other sites out there besides eBay. So here we go. Right out the bat, we have high tech. That's 100% complete. $13.50, deal of the day, all day. This guy is just awesome. I cannot say how I bloody love this guy. He is outstanding. Here is one, a high tech that is not complete, $12.99, missing a lot of his accessories. I would not, if I could get one for $13.50, you know, pay a few cents more and you get a complete one, do it. Here is one mint and pack. You get both of them for $23 or better offer. Deal of the day. Jump on it. Here is a complete high tech for $19.99. I will call that high end of normal. I necessarily wouldn't spend that much on him, but if I were looking for him and I couldn't find anything cheaper, yeah, $19.99 isn't a bad price. Another complete high tech for $14.95, that's not bad. Here's one that comes with the instructions sheet, his card back, 100% complete, $15.99, deal of the day. Again, watch for shipping because sometimes they will nail you on shipping. Here is one complete, well, new in pack. It comes to Dr. Mindbender, $20, deal of the day. Here is one that just comes with the cannon, $5.60, sure. I mean, it's nice, you know, just have a second one around, but I'm not putting that with deal of the day. Here's one incomplete, comes with that little rubber wrist grip and his pistol, $4.99. Here's one bare bones, no accessories, $9. Really? Okay. Here's one, oh, it's free shipping, free, okay, deal of the day there, because here's one, bare bones, $5.99 with $4.59 shipping. So, that's why I called the $9 one deal of the day. That one's okay for $5.99. Here's another one that's 100% complete, $19.75. Here's one complete with file card and instructions, $12.99, deal of the day. Another one complete, $16, deal of the day. Another one complete, $12, deal of the day. Oh, here is one, another one complete, $7.50, deal of the day. Deal of the day, bare bones. Another one, bare bones, $5, deal of the day. His cannon with no base, $2.15. Here's Dr. Oh, these are both carded, $29.99. No, that's just asking a little too much. $11 for bare bones, no accessories for high tech. Thank you, no. That's way too much. $30 for carded. Thank you, no. You did not fetch this out from underneath an elephant's foot before he crushed it. You did not risk your life to save these. They are not worth $30. They are not that old, not that rare. Here's one with just his pistol and that little wrist deal and his knife, $11.99. His file card, $1.97. That's about average for those file. Oh, here's a good one. Oh, gosh. Where's the Excedrin when I need it? $15. What are you thinking? $15. Just because it says G.I. Joe, it does not mean it's valuable. Okay, you did not climb to the top of Mount Everest and buy this from Sir Edmund Hillary. Thank you. $15. No. Here's another one. $15. His Sherpa did not sell that to you. It's not worth $15. Okay. Here is one carded. Both of them. $12. Deal of the day. His knife, $1.99. Here is one with his gun and his knife, $5.99, marked down 40% from $9.99. The instruction sheet, $2. His arms. Okay, somebody's selling his arms. Do you need his arms? His arms are up for sale, $2.95. One for $8.99, $4.99 shipping, or $4.85 shipping. His legs, the same dude that's selling his arms are selling his legs, $5.99. And his upper torso, $1.50. So if you want to, this is for customization purposes. Part of his cannon, $2.50. His missile, $2.49. Complete, unopened package, $32.99. That is way too expensive. Way too expensive. I paid $10.99 for that. I seldom tell how much I pay for these things. I paid $10.99 for that. His machine gun, $255 or $225. $296 for his machine gun, $449 for his file card. Thank you, no. $299 is the best deal for that one, or even $1.99 really. His submachine gun, $1.99. Whatever this stick is. Oh, that's his missile. Looked like a baton of some sort. Is just a faraway picture of his missile, $1.48. His head, $1.75. His waist piece, $1.95. All right, so let's go ahead and look at Dr. Mindbender real quick, since this is a 2-pack. Dr. Mindbender. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to make this quick, guys. Dr. Mindbender, bare bones, no accessories, $6.64. That had been cool if it's $6.66 because he's Dr. Mindbender. Marked down 5% from $6.99. That's a pretty decent price for him. $7 or better offer. Oh, that's for the McDonald's. Because McDonald's had a release when VALOR versus VENOM movie cartoon came out. I do have the McDonald's version of this if I could find it. I have so many crates right now. I've been going through them to downsize. I'll let you guys know, because I'm selling off a lot of duplicate stuff. I'll make a YouTube video and let you guys know when I will be releasing stuff if you're interested in buying. Yeah, I do have the McDonald's version of him. But anyway, crapple of crayons. Here's one, 1025. Okay, that's okay. That's high end of normal. $5.50. Very good. $14, a little too expensive. $14.50. That came with his computer and pistol. That's okay with his accessories. That's pretty good. $15 with no accessories. No, you can keep that. There are so many of them out there. His legs, somebody's cannibalizing. $15. But those would be good for, those are perfect for, again, for customization. $5.99 or better off for his pistol. Clutching my pearls on this one. I am so glad I have a pacemaker, because I would be dropping over dead. $12 for his pistol. So help me. $12. Get a CAT scan. 2 separate Dr. Mindbenders together, as selling 2 separate ones from 2 separate cartoons. $8 for the both of them. I will call that deal the day. You're getting 2 for $8. That's a wonderful deal. Here is one, $14.99 with 2 pistols and a figure stand. Still a little too expensive for my blood. There are a lot of the McDonald's ones, and they're wanting like $6-7 for these. I got mine at a toy store for $1 in a bargain bin. Here's one, $12.99. I don't think so. There are more McDonald's Dr. Mindbenders than there are the actual Dr. Mindbender. $15. You could keep it. His head. $11.99? Really? Did you chop his head off yourself? Well, obviously you did, or you wouldn't be selling it. My gosh, person. A lot of McDonald's Dr. Mindbenders. Maybe I should start buying McDonald's toys. The prices are asking for these things. But I just got my cholesterol down to where it's normal. Well, you can go and buy the toys separately, can't you? You don't have to actually buy the Happy Meal. $1.90. No, that's McDonald's. Never mind. Gosh, these bloody things. They look just like the action figure. His chest piece, his upper torso, both pieces, $1.95. Get these stupid McDonald's things off of there. Okay, the unopened, $12. Deal of the day. McDonald's. Jeez, I'm crow. I am sorry I even opened this page. 95% of this are the stupid McDonald's toys. I'm sorry I wasted your time, guys. Crap on a cracker. Okay, well, thank you for being patient. I'm sorry for wasting your time on that half of Byron's gripes. It gives me really something to gripe about, all those bloody McDonald's toys. Jeez. I even had the McDonald's Cobra Commander from VALOR versus Venom. He's pretty cool. Their articulation was great. Both legs move and arm. It's a 5-point articulation action figure. They did a really good job on him, actually. But anyway, guys, I have a headache from all of that. But I do thank you guys very much for helping me with this review. I like getting you guys a little bit of interaction with these reviews. That's fun for you guys, fun for me as well, making you as much a part of this channel as I am, because the way I see it is as much your channel as it is mine. So thank you so much for your support on that, and thank you for your subscriptions. I do really honestly appreciate your subscribing to my channel, for watching my channel, even if you have not subscribed, for giving me a chance and watching. I hope you don't find me too boring or too verbose. That's just who I am. I love to talk and share stories. I do wish I had childhood stories about these guys. This is, way into my adult years. But when I do review vintage figures, I do love to share my childhood stories. Dr. Mindbender has a lot of childhood stories for me. High Tech, I wish I had him as a kid, man. This would have been so cool to have that one as a kid. I would have played with that guy until he fell apart. But if you want to see any classified figures, let me know down in the comments. I know people are classifying the heck out of the reviews right now, because that's the hottest thing, the hottest ticket right now. So I want to try. I've been sticking to the 3 3/4 inch. But if there's a classified figure you have in mind, if I have it, I'll review it. I don't have very many of them because they take up a lot of room, but I'll be happy to review one. So anyway, guys, thanks again. I do really appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Please leave me a comment. I love hearing from you. I do answer back. That is my favorite part of the whole show, is answering your comments and hearing your stories. Camcorder nonsense, your comments just crack me up, dude. You are my kind of people with your comments. Your humor is this just zany, man. Check out his channel too, Camcorder Nonsense. Also check out my boy Cobra Island, Mark Hoke. He does a very good job with reviewing his action figures. He does a lot of modern stuff, and he has some very cool stuff. He has some of the some really cool Dreadnought stuff, some of the hard to get Dreadnought stuff on his backlog. So head over to his channel and check that out, and scroll through his pages and look at that. He's a real cool guy, real nice guy. He's a gentleman. So check his channel out as well. So anyway, you guys, you take care. Stay safe out there. Remember, it's cold and flu season out there. RSV, respiratory syncytial virus. Be careful with your kids out there. It does make your kids really sick, especially your babies. I've treated way too many babies for RSV. It's hard on them, those poor little guys. It makes adults pretty sick too, but your first line of defense is right here. Remember, wash your hands. Sing happy birthday to yourself 3 times under warm water, plenty of soap. Get a good lather, rinse, hands, fingertips down. That way the soap goes over your fingertips. Dry on a clean towel, clean paper towel, and open the door to the public restroom with that paper towel. Chuck it in the trash. Because we do touch our faces up to 300 times a day. Statistical fact on that one. I want you guys to stay safe. Cold flu season. Flu could turn into pneumonia. Pneumonia could turn into something nasty. As I am talking about that, I do want to share something with you. Let me pause the camera. This is a tracheostomy tube. This part is known as an inner cannula. These things get changed out twice a day. This is more of a safety feature. This goes right here, and the only part that you see is the outside. This slips right into here. So if you cough up anything and it dislodges and this gets clogged, pull this out, you could start breathing again. On the end here is a little balloon. This holds it into place. So when we hook you to a ventilator, no air will escape around it. We could also deflate it and put a cap or a little speaking valve on the end of it, called a Passenger valve, so you could talk. Pneumonia could get you one of these, believe it or not, if you're on a ventilator for too long. It goes in right here. If you feel your Adam's apple, go down 1 ring, this ring here, 2-finger space, right there. And that's where these go. So, food for thought, guys. So anyway, talk to you later. Take care. Remember, be kind to everybody, be kind to yourselves, and be kind to your animals. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.